Over the last week, we just passed 20,000 subscribers on this channel, which I'm incredibly grateful for. We brought on several new clients to the financial planning business, and I'm about to release the hardcover version of my book, Fast Money, Fast Times. So I thought right now would be a good moment to share a little bit more about who I am and what I'm trying to build here on this channel. If you're new here, my name is Max Matles, and my life's mission is to fundamentally change humanity's relationship with money. I know that might sound like kind of a big goal, but I genuinely believe that if we change how people relate to money and value, it can improve a lot of the problems that we see in the world today. So I wanted to make a quick weekly update and also share a little bit more about who I am for all the new subscribers that have joined recently. I work in Orange, California as a financial planner and tax professional where I help manage more than $300 million in investments for more than 1,000 clients. I've actually been around the world of finance for my entire life because my dad is in the business as well, so I basically grew up around it. I got my first financial securities license when I was only 18 years old while I was still in college, and later went on to become one of the youngest people to earn the CFP title, Certified Financial Planner, along with becoming a licensed tax professional as well. But outside of finance, a huge part of my life has always been adventures and pushing myself physically and mentally, testing limits in a way. So one of my favorite outlets for that has been rock climbing. I've been rock climbing for more than 15 years now, and I've climbed in many places, Joshua Tree, Yosemite. I've climbed big walls like El Capitan. I've climbed many 1,000-foot climbs, and I've explored a lot of extreme environments. Climbing has taken me to so many beautiful places over the years, and it really is one of my favorite things. I've also spent a lot of time walking on highlines, thousands of feet in the air, basically tight ropes stretched across massive cliffs, as a way, again, to challenge myself mentally and physically, and I find that it's a relatively safe thing to do if you can do it responsibly and mindfully. But probably the biggest turning point in my life was discovering mindfulness and meditation. For years, actually, I was considering becoming a Buddhist monk. I spent a lot of time studying meditation, exploring that path, going to places like Tibet, and meditation courses all around. But one of the books that really inspired me years ago was called The Diamond Cutter, which tells the story of a Buddhist monk whose teacher told him to go live in the world and share the principles he had learned through business and everyday life. That idea really struck me, and I felt that I could take those Buddhist principles, take those teachings of wisdom and apply them into the business world. So instead of kind of taking a step back from the world, the idea was to live within it and try to bring compassion, wisdom, integrity into the work that I do. Ultimately, that helped inspire the path that I eventually chose that you see before you today. So instead of becoming a monk, I went into finance to live out those similar principles and hopefully bring some goodness into the world. But in many ways at this point in my life, I still try to live somewhat similarly to how a monk might live. Not exactly, but I meditate every day. I live by a strong set of principles, and I try to keep a lot of simplicity in my life and just find joy in the simple things. I try to keep the energy around me positive and really just try to approach life with mindfulness and compassion in any way that I can. And that mindset really is a big part of why I'm doing the work that I'm doing today. And so my mission in life is now to fundamentally change humanity's relationship with money. Not that I'm going to do it all by myself, but I really believe that if we can change how people think about money, value, and wealth, I think a lot of the issues we see in the world could start to change for the better because many of them are downstream from humanity's relationship to money. That's what I've been trying to explore and express through the books I've been writing and publishing recently. My most recent published book is Fast Money, Fast Times, and it's available on Amazon right now. There's also a free audiobook version available here on YouTube, so nobody has to go pay for it just to absorb those ideas if you don't have the funds to pay for it. And furthermore, I'm really excited because I'm about to release the hardcover edition of that book, and I've really poured my heart and soul into it. I've got a pre-published copy right here. I really poured my heart and soul into this to try to make it beautiful, try to make it live out the principles in the book, which talks a lot about creating and thinking for the long term. So I'm incredibly proud about how it turned out. It should be available in the next week or two once I finalize a few of the last little editing details. But I think it came out really beautifully, and I'm excited to share it with everybody out there. And as far as the week that just happened, it's been a really great week. We've had a lot of great success and growth recently at the financial planning business. We've brought on a few new clients this week and somewhere around $3 million in new investments that people have trusted us with. It's a huge honor to be trusted with something so important. I think people really see the value in what we're doing at Matles Wealth Management, and we just hope to keep growing and expanding from here. It's been really fun to be a part of something that's successful while also helping people along the way. Something that I'm most proud about recently is just how much relief I can tell people feel around me when it comes to their finances and when they need help. They feel like they can relax a little bit, and it's just such a huge honor and a privilege to be able to be trusted with something so important to people. Being able to provide that sense of clarity and peace around money is honestly the coolest thing, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to do that on mostly a daily basis. On a different note, there's obviously a lot of things going on in the world right now, major developments in artificial intelligence, rapid technological changes, and unfortunately some tensions between countries as well. I just hope we see some peaceful outcomes and wise decisions moving forward from a geopolitical standpoint. It's never good to see conflict in the world, but I hope a lot of peace can come out of this. I'm also making this video as part of my commitment to try to release a video every day. It's not going to be easy, and some days it might not even be possible. I've just got so much going on recently. A lot of amazing opportunities, so some of these videos might not be as polished or as high production as others, but I really believe that if you get out there, you share your heart, you stay honest, and you have good intentions, that good things tend to happen. And good things eventually do happen. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm going to keep sharing more about what I'm trying to build here, and hopefully things that bring a lot of value into everybody's life out there. So stay tuned, a lot of exciting things ahead, and I really do appreciate everybody tuning in. I will see you next time.